Hamza Sheeraz just destroyed Edgar Berlanga. Then he called out Canelo Alvarez and said that he'll stand in the middle of the ring and have it out with him. I said, oh my God, I gotta jump on and talk about this thing right now. Oh man, this split decision, one man, one mic, one mission. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, cause hey, we trying to push. But peep this, man. Hamza Sheeraz made a thunderous statement. It was on a Saturday night, New York City. He just handed Edgar Berlanga his first career stoppage loss, and he planted his flag as a serious threat in the super middleweight division. Man, and he got his eyes focused on Canelo Alvarez right now, and I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Now, Hamza Sheeraz, he got 22 wins, no losses. He got one draw. I think that was when Carlos Adames. I thought Adames won, but anyway, 18 knockouts. He dropped Edgar Berlanga, who has 23 wins, 2 losses, 18 knockouts. He dropped Berlanga 3 times before finishing the job 17 seconds into the 5th round. I was like, oh my God. When I tell you, Sheeraz scored the most dominant TKO in front of a stunned New York crowd. Oh my goodness, it was crazy, man. Everybody, I was like this. Oh my God, I can't, cause look, I was hoping Edgar Berlanga pulled it off. You feel what I'm saying? Now, early on, it looked like Berlanga was gonna be dictating the pace. I thought he was controlling the pace against Sheeraz. Hamza Sheeraz, he stayed calm. He was cool, calm, and collected. And even after the fight, he revealed that even though he lost some of the opening rounds, he had a specific strategy in his mind. I heard him say with my own ears, in the first few rounds, I was losing, but we had a plan. We had a plan. You got what I'm saying? I was like, oh man. I told Andy Lee I could hunt this guy down, and he believed me. I said, oh sheesh. Because we saw the momentum of this fight shift, and it shifted dramatically in round 4 because Hamza Sheeraz sent Berlanga crashing to the canvas, not one time, but 2 times. And after the second knockdown, referee David Fields, he gave Berlanga a super long look. And man, Edgar Berlanga was looking woozy. You understand what I'm saying? It was so many people arguing that the fight shouldn't even continue, but they continued on, you know what I'm saying? And then Edgar Berlanga got floored again. And it was just seconds into the 5th round. And guess what? The referee had no choice but to wave it off. And man, Edgar Berlanga, I had never saw him look that bad. Now, one of the things I will say about Edgar Berlanga, I always like Edgar Berlanga. And just because he lost, hey, it is what it is. I still like him. One thing I can say about him is like, look, when he get knocked down, you know, he bang his hands together, right? Because he be mad about being knocked down. Like, he really a warrior in there. You understand what I'm saying? So I really like the fact that Edgar Berlanga, he about that smoke. He about the action. Like, he really come to fight. Okay, you knocked him down. Okay, cool. You knocking him. You almost knocked him out. Okay, cool. He still want it. He's still gonna try to get you out of there. You understand? Like, that type of stuff you can't teach. You know what I'm saying? You either got that type of grit in you or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Even though Sheeraz still dusted him off. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Hamza Sheeraz, his win keeps him undefeated, and suddenly he is in this conversation for a massive fight against Canelo Alvarez. You got what I'm saying? Now, that's only if Canelo Alvarez can get past Terrence Crawford. Because if you don't know, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, they're supposed to be fighting each other in September. And I can't wait for that September showdown. Oh, my goodness. Now, Hamza Sheeraz, he's from, I think, Great Britain. I think he's like 26 years old. At first I thought he was just a hyped up middleweight, because he's looked upon as a middleweight prospect. But he moved up to super middleweight after he got that draw against the WBC champion Carlos Adames, right? And man, him moving up, it seemed like it was the right move. Now, one thing that I will say is that everyone was saying that Hamza Sheeraz was slower and he was hesitant against Carlos Adames because he was weight drained. So then he moved up for Edgar Berlanga and destroyed Edgar Berlanga. So maybe what they saying was right. Now, one of the things that Sheeraz did say is that Canelo Alvarez was a hero of his. And I said, oh, that's what's up. To have the humility to say, you know what, I look up to this guy. So the fact that Sheeraz and Canelo name could be in the same sentence, for Sheeraz, that's a great achievement. Just to put my name in a space where I could be fighting somebody that I looked up to. I respect that type of humility. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. And just wanting to share the ring with a dude that, you looked up to when you was younger. To even say, look, if I do get the opportunity to fight him, that's humility. I respect that. Now, Sheeraz did say, look, he'll stand in the middle of the ring and he'll have it out. Whoever lands first, I suppose they get knocked out. Say, damn. Damn, Sheeraz is with it. He with the smoke right there. He with that smoke for real. Now, I really like Edgar Berlanga. I just like him. He's aggressive. He's just a New Yorker. That's just how he is. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's next? Because this is his first stoppage loss. He got beat from pillar to post, man. I was like, oh my God, Edgar Berlanga. Oh my God. Man, Sheeraz, you just beat that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sheeraz did what he's supposed to do. But anyway, for Berlanga, like I said, man, this is like a second consecutive loss. And he got beat bad this time. You know what I'm saying? Now, the last fight, he went the distance. He lost to Canelo Alvarez September, I want to say, of 2024. It's just crazy that I remember in the beginning of his career, he was on this knockout streak. And so many people were just really fans of Edgar Berlanga because he was a rising star. He was a fan favorite. And now he's in a space where he's coming off consecutive losses. And when you're losing, people don't cheer on for you like they did when you're winning. So I don't know what his future looks like, especially at an elite level. But what I do know is that Hamza Sheeraz delivered the kind of performance that demands attention and may have even earned him the golden ticket to the biggest fight of his life with Saul Canelo Alvarez. You got what I'm saying? But hey, leave your thoughts. What do you think about Hamza Sheeraz destroying Edgar Berlanga? And what do you think Edgar Berlanga is gonna do next? Because, man, I'm telling you, the loser's road is so different. It's so different. Boxing is already a lonely sport. But when you're coming off of a back-to-back loss, people just don't have love how they had for you. But man, shouts out to Hamza Sheeraz, and man, shouts out to my dog, Edgar Berlanga, hold your head up high. You did what they thought you could never do. You got me? You made more money than they thought you could ever make. I'm just saying, man, live your life, man. You know what I'm saying? You can shake back. You can shake back.